Hello, everyone. It's Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center and your business strategist. And today on Books for Business, I'm going to finish what I started. That's also the title of the book that I'm reviewing. I did chapters 1 through 5 a couple of weeks ago, got sidetracked, life happened, and now I'm back to finish what I started. So, to give you a quick overview of what I talked about last time, Finish What You Start is by Peter Hollins. It's got 8 chapters. And what I enjoyed most about this book is that at the end of the book, there's a summary of each chapter, sort of like Cliff Notes. So it gives you the opportunity of finish what you start when you start to read this book. This book is about getting rid of procrastination. And I think most of us, if not all of us, has suffered from procrastination at some point or the other. And this book offers some real strategies to overcome procrastination. So let's get right in. So like I said, I think it was November 20th, I did chapters 1 through 5. So you can go back and watch that video and then catch up to this one. So now I'm gonna do chapter 6, which is no distractions. So like I said, he offers real strategies and techniques to overcome procrastination. Excuse me if I take a sip every now and again, because I've lost my voice, which may be a good thing to some folks. But anyway, chapter 6 is about no distractions. So what you need to do is minimize them. So you need to be in a quiet space, no kids, no children, no TV, whatever typically takes you off task, put it to the side until you get done what you need to do. This seems like a simple thing, but when I look at my own distractions, let me tell you, if I go onto Instagram, next thing I know, a couple of hours have gone by, or at least an hour. Or if I'm watching a chop marathon on the cooking channel, forget about it. So when I need to get things done, typically first thing in the morning, cut down my distractions, put on some soft jazz or something in the background, and I just dig in because I have to be in a no distraction zone. Another thing to avoid is multitasking. And people say, oh, I can multitask, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. When it comes to procrastination, you can get overwhelmed when you multitask and don't get anything done, or you don't get things done to the effectiveness and the proficiency that you'd like to. So Peter in his book says single task, especially if it's an important task. Okay, you're cleaning the house, you may move from room to room, but when it's a task related to something important to your business, sit down, focus on that task, and single task. You also have to take time for yourself. Sometimes you just have to sit and do nothing. You have to make a safe space where you are comfortable doing nothing and not beat up on yourself. Well, I know I should be doing something. Oh my God, my procrastination. No, we have to refresh sometimes. We have to quiet the mind sometimes so that we can take on the next task. So that was chapter 6, being in the no distraction zone. Chapter 7, avoiding pitfalls. So we fall into these sometimes. We have false hope about a certain thing or project that we're working on. And sometimes we have unrealistic outcomes. So you're setting yourself up for a challenge that may not be realistic. So when you start off with a task or a goal, don't say to yourself, well, within a week, or you could say it because I am a proponent of thinking big. But if you're saying, oh, okay, I'm going to start this program or I'm going to start selling this product next week, and 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm not saying it won't happen, but you might set yourself up to those 2 weeks down the road, you're not a millionaire, and then you become deflated. So set realistic goals. Also, don't overthink it. Jesus Christ. We spend a lot of time just thinking, when is the perfect time? What is the right color? What should it smell like? What should it look like? You got to execute at some point. And I fell victim to this when I started my business, where I wanted everything to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. But what I did find out in my procrastination, time didn't wait for me. Time went on. And what I also learned was that as I moved through my process, I can perfect it as I go along, because what perfection looked like back then is not what it looks like today. So execute, get started. You can manipulate it and change it and tweak it as you move along. But the main thing is to start. Here's another thing: worrying. Will they like my product? Will I get enough subscribers? Will people share, like, and subscribe? Stop worrying, because what worry does is plant negative thoughts in your mind. You start going down that rabbit hole, and negative thoughts lead to negative outcomes, excuse me. So again, execute it. Don't have unrealistic outcomes attached to it. Just do it already. Just do it. This is something that you've been wanting to do. It's on your list to do. Stop procrastinating. Chapter 8 in his book talks about systems for success. And I'm pretty good at time management, but a lot of us are not. And my time management comes from me being, I'm very linear. I'm very bullet point person, and I like to check off to-do list items. So that helps me with my time management. So manage your time better. And when you're working on a project or a situation or whatever it is that you're working on that you need to get done and want to get done, gather everything you need at one time. So I'm good with that as well. Before I come on, I gather my note cards, I read, I do everything to prepare me. I test my internet connection. All of those things can be distractions if you don't have the systems in place before you start. So you're going to work on something today. You might need to answer some emails. You might need to send some letters of invitation out. Have everything you need at the ready so you don't start, have to get up, you got to do some research. By the time you get to the end, you're exhausted. No wonder you don't want to do it. No wonder we're procrastinating. So get your resources and your tools together before you start. So in summary, I'm going to go over the chapters in this book, and it's a very, very good read. And the summary is: stop thinking and execute, stay hungry, create goals and steps to follow every day, follow through mindset, follow through mindset. I started it, I'm going to follow through with it, and I'm going to have a date deliverable on it. Smash procrastination. So get rid of all those things that stand in your way and say, you know what, I'm going to crush it today. Be in a no distraction zone. Get rid of all those things that take your attention away from your task. Avoid the pitfalls like we talked about. Don't overthink it. Don't set unrealistic goals. Create daily practices. And this could be as easy as from 8 to 10, I'm answering emails. Take a break in between and create success practices that help you navigate your goals and get them accomplished without stress and anxiety. So thank you for joining me today on Books for Business. We just ended Finish What You Start. I will be sending out like a little survey to see, with 3 books on it, to see what you're interested in hearing about. I also want you to join me. And joining me means just suggesting a book, coming on the show, asking me to review something, have a debate with me about what you liked about a book or didn't like about a book. But this is a place for us in sharing. And remember that successful business people take time to read a book. Go to our YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe, email me, info@thebvdcenter.org, and we'll see you next time.